Thank you very much. Now it is time to honor the guests who are with us today. They have taken out their precious time and we would like to welcome them. आपके आगमन से आह्लादित हम हृदय के भाव प्रकट करने के लिए आग्रह करेंगे डायरेक्टर रिसर्च बेस्ड एग्रीकल्चरल यूनिवर्सिटी डॉक्टर पी.के. सिंह साहब से कि पुष्प गुच्छ देकर अपने अतिथियों का अभिनंदन करें। आज के इस अवसर पर हमारे बीच इस कार्यक्रम की अध्यक्षता कर रहे माननीय कुलपति बिरसा कृषि विश्वविद्यालय डॉक्टर एस.सी. दुबे साहब यहाँ मौजूद है। मैं डायरेक्टर रिसर्च से आग्रह करूंगी कि पुष्प गुच्छ देकर उनका अभिनंदन करें। आज के इस अवसर पर आज एनुअल रबी ऑयलसीड ग्रुप मीट 2025 में इस कार्यक्रम की अध्यक्षता कर रहे माननीय कुलपति बिरसा कृषि विश्वविद्यालय डॉक्टर एस.सी. दुबे साहब। मैं पुनः निवेदन करती हूँ डायरेक्टर रिसर्च से कि एडीजी ऑयलसीड एंड पल्सेस आईसीआर न्यू दिल्ली से डॉक्टर संजीव गुप्ता जी हमारे बीच उपस्थित पुष्प गुच्छ देकर उनका अभिनंदन करें। डायरेक्टर डॉक्टर आर के माथुर साहब आईसीआर हैदराबाद आईओआर से यहाँ हमारे बीच उपस्थित पुष्प गुच्छ देकर उनका अभिनंदन करें। एक्सपर्ट्स के रूप में आज हमारे साथ उपस्थित डॉक्टर ए रत्न कुमार पीएसएनपीआई एआईसीआरपी लिंसेट हमारे बीच उपस्थित उन्हें पुष्प गुच्छ देकर उनका अभिनंदन करें। डॉक्टर टी भूपति प्रिंसिपल साइंटिस्ट आईसीआर हैदराबाद से हमारे बीच उपस्थित डायरेक्टर रिसर्च से पुनः निवेदन कि पुष्प गुच्छ देकर उनका अभिनंदन करें। परंपराओं का निर्वहन कर हमने अपने अतिथियों का अभिनंदन किया। पुष्प गुच्छ देकर ये कामना की है कि आपके जीवन में फूलों की खुशबू ऐसे ही फैलती रहे। We have DDG Crop Science, so who is online with us. We are sending the essence of the flower to you also and welcoming you in this annual Rabi Oilseed Group Meet. You are most welcome, sir. आज के इस अवसर पर हमने अतिथियों का अभिनंदन किया है। अपनी सांस्कृतिक परंपरा और विरासत के अनुसार किसी भी अच्छे कार्य की शुरुआत हम दीप प्रज्वलन से करते हैं इस उम्मीद के साथ कि दीपक की जलती हुई लौ और प्रकाश में हमारे उद्देश्य इस समाज को नया उजाला नया प्रकाश दे पाएंगे और हम इस समाज को अपने ज्ञान से इस समाज के अंधकार को दूर कर पाएंगे। इन्हीं अनुभव इन्हीं उम्मीदों के साथ दीपक की जलती हुई लौ के साथ एनुअल रबी ऑयलसीड ग्रुप मीट का आगाज करने का आग्रह माननीय मंच से सादर निवेदन है कि आज के इस अवसर पर दीप प्रज्वलित कर आज के इस कार्यक्रम की शुरुआत करें। शुभारंभ कर यह शुभकामनाओं का संदेश प्रेषित करें कि जिन जिम्मेदारियों को हमने लिया है जिन कर्तव्यों के निर्वहन के लिए ये दायित्व हमें मिला है उन सभी का निर्वहन हम बेहतरीन तरीके से कर पाएंगे। दीपक की जलती हुई लौ और प्रकाश में माननीय मंच आज यह शुभकामनाओं का संदेश प्रेषित करते हुए माननीय कुलपति बिरसा कृषि विश्वविद्यालय डॉक्टर एस.सी. दुबे साहब आज के इस कार्यक्रम की अध्यक्षता करते हुए एडीजी ऑयल साइंस एंड पल्सेस डॉक्टर संजीव गुप्ता जी हमारे बीच इस कार्यक्रम की अध्यक्षता करते आज के इस कार्यक्रम में हमारे साथ उपस्थित माननीय मंच डॉक्टर संजय गुप्ता जी एडीजी डायरेक्टर डॉक्टर आर के माथुर साहब एक्सपर्ट के रूप में हमारे साथ मौजूद प्रिंसिपल साइंटिस्ट डॉक्टर भूपति पीएस इस कार्यक्रम में डॉक्टर ए रत्ना कुमार जी और साथ ही साथ डायरेक्टर रिसर्च बिरसा एग्रीकल्चरल यूनिवर्सिटी सर We have online DDG Crop Sciences Dr. D.K. Yadava sir as a chief guest, and at this time we remember you sir. You will also enlighten with this workshop group meet with your words and your presence. Thank you so much to the dignitaries on the dais for lighting the lamp. माननीय मंच का बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। दीप प्रज्वलित करते शुभकामनाओं के संदेश को प्रेषित करते हुए इस उम्मीद को जगाते हुए कि सभी अपने दायित्वों के निर्वहन से समाज में कुछ बेहतरी उज्जवल प्रकाश के रूप में अपने अपने तरीके से संप्रेषित करेंगे। आज के इस अवसर पर हमारे कई गणमान्य अतिथिगण पूरे भारत वर्ष से हमारे बीच उपस्थित हैं। माननीय मंच के साथ साथ आप सभी पार्टिसिपेंट्स इस कार्यक्रम में शिरकत कर रहे हैं। मैं डायरेक्टर रिसर्च बिरसा एग्रीकल्चरल यूनिवर्सिटी डॉक्टर पी.के. सिंह साहब से अनुरोध करूंगी कि आप सभी को अभिनंदन के शब्दों से अनुग्रहित करें।
Good morning, Johar. Today's chief guest of the event, Dr. S.C. Dubey ji, Honorable Vice Chancellor of the Birsa Agricultural University, Dr. D.K. Yadav sir, DDG Crop Science, who is attached with the online. We are also welcoming sir you for in this event. We are missing you sir this time, and hope you will give your good input to this group. Dr. Sanjay Gupta ji, the head Oilseeds and Pulses, ICR, and here Dr. R.K. Mathur sir, Director, Indian Institute of Oilseeds Research, Hyderabad, convener of the meeting, Dr. Ratna Kumar, Principal Scientist and PI of this project, and Dr. Bhupati, Principal Scientist, IORA. Here in front of me, some director from the ICR Institute are here. Dr. Udar Rachit sir, Director, Indian Institute of Biotechnology, IAG, Agricultural Biotechnology. Dr. Vijit Kar, Director, NISA. Dr. Vishal Nath ji, PhD, IRA, Goria Karma. Dr. N.B. Chaudhary sir, Director, Central Training Research Institute. And Dr. Avani Kumar Singh from Plandu, Head Plandu ICR. We are with some important expert are here, sir. We are also welcoming you, sir, on this event. Dr. S.R. Bhatt, retired principal scientist and professor, ICR National Institute of Plant Biotechnology, and Dr. D.M. Hegde, the former director, ICR Indian Institute of Oilseeds, Hyderabad, and from the BAU side, sir, Dr. M.K. Gupta, Dean Veterinary, RBC, Dr. D.K. Sahar, Dean Ranchi Agricultural College, and Dr. Malik, Dean Forestry, and Organizing Committee Secretary Dr. Manigopal Chakravarti, Dr. N.P. Yadav, all are sir. I am delighted and here my colleagues and most important our guest scientists gathered from across the country, my colleague, you media person, ladies and gentlemen. I am delighted to welcome you all at this annual Rabi Policy Group Meet 2025, focusing on sunflower and linseed being hosted by the Birsa University. A very good morning to all, sir, and Johar. Our university is marching ahead under the dynamic and visionary leadership of our Vice Chancellor, Dr. S.C. Dubey ji. Research issues rank high in the high priority list, and his generous support is always available. Your continuous effort mean a lot of the research work of the institute, sir. I feel fortunate to have Dr. D.K. Yadav sir who is online with us in inaugural session. Genetic enhancement of oilseed and pulses using conventional and the molecular approach and seed system has been your major area of research. You have been honored and awarded the various forums for your outstanding work, especially on the Bresca. We are deeply indebted to you, sir, for giving an opportunity to host this annual meet to Birsa Agriculture Minister. I also welcome Dr. Sanjay Gupta, sir, ADG in Oilseeds, ICR. And all know that he has developed a lot of contribution in pulses variety, particularly in Mullar. In his dynamic leadership, so many varieties of the Mullar crop has been developed. And sir, your developed variety are very popular in our state. And farmers are very using this sir. So your sir contribution and your guidance we always need, and we hope that in future you will support us. We say welcome you, sir. Dr. Mathur sir, who is the director of Indian Institute of all Research, sir. We are once again I welcome you, sir. Here we have seen our former director, sir, Dr. A. Badul sir, is come. He has accepted our request and he grace this occasion, sir. I also welcome you, sir. The the cross fertilization of the idea during the 2-day deliberation, I hope, will come with up with second strategy for the roadmap for the boosting the domestic production and achieving self-sufficiency in the oilseed sector. Directorate of Research has continuously guiding monitoring conduction on basic strategy applied and adaptive research and its progress under different research projects in reviewing the suggestion of the improving are given in research and scientist meeting held every month. With this word, I welcome you all once again and hope that your 2-day stay will be comfortable and you will enjoy your food and healthy climate of the Ranchi and delicious food of the Jharkhand. And sir, I hope and thanks, sir. And once again, I welcome all of you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much for the warm words of welcome. We are here in the annual Rabi Oilseeds group meet and we all are here to discuss many important issues and things which we are doing in our field and we are planning to do further. In that way, there are certain things on which we need to talk about. This is the inaugural session and we have some eminent personalities today with us today on the stage. We have Director ICA and IOR Hyderabad from Hyderabad, Dr. Andrew Saha. I would request you to please come forward with the presentation of the achievements of AICI for the oilseed sector and June 2024.
नहीं गिरेगा
आप सभी को नमस्कार, गुड मॉर्निंग। आप सभी का हार्दिक स्वागत है। Respected Honorable Vice Chancellor Dr. Dubey sir, Honorable Deputy Director General Crop Science Dr. B.K. Yadav sir from ICR, Honorable Assistant Director General Oilseeds and Pulses Dr. Gupta sir, my colleagues from ICR institutes here, Dr. Sujoy, Dr. Vishal, Dr. Kar, Dr. Chowki sir, Dr. Singh sir, my predecessor and very what is the हमारे गुरु Dr. Tegre sir, Dr. Bhatt sir, my colleague, project coordinator, Sisha Naikar, Dr. Anand Rishi Karbani, my colleague here, Bhupati, Dr. Ratna Kumar, my colleagues sitting that side, deans, directors, faculty of this institute, और हमारे AICR के साथ छोटा परिवार, छोटी परिवार, सैकड़ों ऑडियंस के सभी साथियों, सभी को नमस्कार। और ये आप ही के बिहाफ पे मैं ये प्रेजेंटेशन दूंगा। आप ही का सारा है जो एफर्ट्स है अंडर कंस्ट्रेंट सिचुएशन, कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन, अनकंस्ट्रेंट सिचुएशन, आउटपुट इज रियली वेरी गुड और उसी को मैं आपके प्रेजेंटिंग बिफोर ऑल ऑफ यू। पहले है प्रेजेंटेशन
अभी आ रहा है डॉक्टर मास्टर अभी आ रही है आवाज
thanks to my colleague Dr. Bhupati and Dr. Ratna Kumar for helping in coming out with this presentation. आप सभी जानते हैं there are two crops, Rabi oilseed crop, one is saffron, other is milkweed. And you can see that this is the bigger challenge before us. While I was going through data and then seeing the area and the production, it's not much impressive at national level, but definitely it is very, very important crop with very high quality oil coming out of this. And here we can see that we have to interact, we have to come out with more productivity. That is really, uh, with this productivity, this crop may not even competent system. This is the situation of area production and productivity at national level. This is the mandate, all of you know very well, we are working under the one mandate. And these are the centers, 6 centers, new centers, and along with that, we are having quality centers also. Thanks to our team of crop improvement, production, and protection, who have come out with very good material now, being tested at different levels, and we have come out with good probiotic, biotic, stress tolerance, apart from the high oiling and CB. Scientific position, you can see, we have to add here. There are limitations, I know, with different universities, but then we cannot compromise with the scientific output. So kindly look into that and then try to see. We impress upon the honorable director research and sir, BDG sir, is it audible sir?
नहीं आ रहा सुन आवाज नहीं आ रहा माइक का आवाज जा रहा है और रुक के जाएगा माइक उससे है माइक उससे
So scientific positions are working against the 15 scientists are in place. Again, practitioners are for this are again helping hand for us to carry on the experiments in field and post harvest observations. Against 15, 19 are in position. So we have to really look into that and not try to see that we fill up the positions and research respective director of research and the vice chancellor of the university to act on that and we'll see that these positions are free. Weather conditions, of course, it was around the normal, except that we know. And this is the variety, congratulations. Team which is responsible for the development of this variety. It is in pipeline now. Urban, congratulations for one. Now we can see it's respected radiation, the 37.2% count. So Dr. Saxena is sitting here who is having that variety which is around 47-48%. So now similar kind of varieties are started coming. So we have to really see that can we fix the benchmark like this? It will be higher side, but then that is required. So that crop is affected by entrepreneurs and farmers. So congratulations, Solapur, for coming out with high variety with high oil content. Urban. And then this again another variety called Urban. So this is the genetic resource management, which is the key of the coming out with the good varieties. I'm thankful to Dr. Sabir and his team of the 4 years who are responsible for planning and execution of very good crop improvement program in such a. And more importantly, having more number of PCR is not important. Important is that this PCR are actually we are just evaluating and then come out with a trait specific traits which are there in those plant genetic resources for utilization by the plant production. So that really we have to look into that. Of course, trait different therefore evaluation has started in place, it is in place. And this is the PCR trials which are being conducted. Very good results are coming. You can see that right here, coming out the varieties around 1200, 1300 kg. Here itself,
सामने वाला कैमरा कौन
you can see that CD levels are 1500 and 1600 or so. So just look into that and PCR itself can be entered in ACRP And the same thing we can encourage in our breeding program. Key breeding strategies our people have fixed. Thanks to our breeding system, we have been taking care in fixing the target traits and then how to proceed further. So first step, of course, for the trait discussion, just the evaluation and the development of varieties and so on and so forth. And pre-breeding has been strengthened some at different levels and centers are involved in that. Pre-breeding is very, very important. If we are looking for the, especially variety stress tolerance, then wild species because of the important. This is the situation of the IDP and ADP for PA will be presenting of that. But thing is that entities are more but then passing out success in maybe one or two. So we have to see that what are entities we are pushing in IDP, it is not for the sake of entities. Those entities should be promising that that will be the success at ADP and then identification of variety level. So the results have to be really very costly, selecting the entities to be applied in IDP. And IDP is only available with no number of entities try. So we are using the constraint resources for that. So let's be genuine in pushing our entities in IDP. And leadership parameter, of course, last time we received in that late, but still, thanks to our all centers, they come up with the alternate plan and we are comfortable with the leadership requirement. And these are the technology being responded at, and definitely I feel that production system management is key for the successful cultivation of different crops, and our crops are also not uh, uh, also require all those sort of things. You can see, you can understand also that these crops are being grown under, you said healthy, but it is limited moisture condition or residual moisture condition, and their crop management strategy becomes very, very important. The moisture management becomes important, coupled with that nutrient management also becomes very important. And generally these crops are again organic in nature, we can say. So good technology they are being brought out, and we have to see that they find success in field also. Cropping system, of course, uh, many people will not agree, but again I am emphasizing here. Next time, the future is for the cropping system approach, फार्मिंग सिस्टम अप्रोच एक क्रॉप का एरिया लगाएंगे और उसमें ऐसा प्रोडक्टिविटी आएगा फिर कुछ हो गया तो काफी पूरा ट्रबल में आ जाता है एंटायर क्रॉप इज डूइंग and now we can see situation in MP where soybean is in trouble. The thing is, it is the time for going for the multiple cropping. Other also we have discussed with our senior colleague Dr. Hegde. Cropping system approach is required. This cropping system has to be tuned with the mechanization. It is 1:2 or 2:1, 2:3 ratio in offer. So we have to see that these cropping system at the time they are tuned with the mechanization. Maybe the spray through drones, maybe some other sort of things are required, which other crop may not require. That time we have to really develop and then see that our crop also are sustained in the system. Response also thanks to our technology group, still more things need to be done. There are some data which are having some sort of problem, other than we are sitting with our pathology group. So still we have to perfect our protocol so that what are the kinds of wiki delta, relative distance and delta, maybe at a 2 kilometer whatever it is. And this research many varieties which are coming up, they are having big resistance, so that is a really very good purpose of leaders and pathologists together that they are coming with this kind of advanced materials and acid, of course, acid is a problem, but acid is manageable. It can be easily managed. So that also, thanks to I think the ADP project which is headed by Dr. Kathir. Wonderful lines have come, some wonderful lines which are tolerant or rather resistant to aphids. So that is really great. Now I will be presenting before the basic program. Thanks to Dr. A. Ratna Kumar for fine-tuning and then see that this program becomes very viable. At least now onwards, what are future lines with their future years are there. We should keep on getting the varieties and good breeding methods for this initial crossing program and this pre-breeding program. So very carefully we have selected the parents and we monitor also at different levels. Thanks to all our ASAP people who are coming up with very good material now. So this is the situation of area, and you can see where we were earlier, maybe 30% after this, and where we are now. So we have to come up with a very good variety, and other is one of the ex-director was suggesting that the motors of the license needs to be linked with the what is the nutritional quality also, as a food crop also. So on that line also we have to see a big message found in that line. So this is the situation of production area, production and productivity, and definitely productivity with this form of productivity level. Except at this time you can see all others are less. Crop cannot be less competitive. That we have to agree. And we have to see that how productivity can be enhanced first step. And their economic management will become very, very important. These are the trials and actions for bringing those into productive and go. Right?
गूगल मीट में करके लिंक भेज दे रहा है कर रहा है यहाँ से जाने रहा था नया ऐप है ना गोटू ऐप है यहाँ पे सही से काम नहीं कर रहा है तो गूगल मीट का लिंक बना करके उसमें चला नेट नेट का प्रॉब्लम
नेट का ही प्रॉब्लम नेट का ही प्रॉब्लम आई मीन पर्सनल डाटा नहीं ना अपना डाटा से नहीं
नहीं
5G से कनेक्टेड है और नेट भी
आवाज नहीं जा रहा है अभी ठीक है ओके कम हो गया
उसी कोशिश से आवाज जा रहा है या तो हम ऐसा कर सकते हैं कि वो बंद हो जाएगा हम इसका माइक ऑन करके यहाँ रख देंगे तो आवाज जाएगा
उनको नहीं जाना
संतोष संतोष कहाँ पर हो कहाँ पर हो
बंद कर दे
अरे आप तुरंत 8 बजे पहुँचे
ठीक हो जाएगा ना पास हो जाएगा
तुरंत 2 मिनट पहुँचे फिर आपने और लोगों को लेकर मीट का प्रॉब्लम है मीट प्रोग्राम चल रहा है हेलो हेलो थोड़ा सा साउंड को बढ़ा दो
हेलो
मिनी वेब कैमरा में उसका जितना फ्रीक्वेंसी
स्लाइड नहीं दिख रहा क्या
लाइट दिख रहा है
स्लाइड से
हेलो हेलो
और कोई रास्ता है तुम
वॉल्यूम बढ़ा सकते हैं तो वॉल्यूम कम है हेलो हेलो हेलो
इसको बॉल हो जाना ना
इसको कम कर देते हैं
इसको कम कर दो हाँ माइक कम कर दो ठीक है सर
हेलो या so these are different centers which are working on this Rabi program. And 6 centers are flat centers. All of you know mandate. And this is the mandate. Where corporate, so nice, interesting mandate is there. Probably we are not missing anything on that one. But at the same time, we have to really work hard on and then see that productivity per se. through varieties and through agronomic practices. This is the stock position, kindly look into that. Against 60% position, 45 are in place. Against 36 cycles, 27 are in place. So kindly look into that. We request our Director Research and Director Research and Honorable Vice Chancellor to really see that these positions are filled. These are the new initiatives as per the under the direction of our Honorable ADG and ADG sir. This program and the new initiative has been devised. Thanks to Dr. Ratnakar for planning all these things. And sir, for doing this training as per your guidance, sir, this training program was conducted at ICSAT with Dr. Mamata and it was really very good and our people are following it, sir. So if protocols properly developed and followed, then probably ambiguity in reactions to diseases may not arise. So thank you very much, sir. And these are the promising entities which are identified at ABT1 and ABT2 levels. But the oil, you can see that oil content to 40% तक चले गए हैं. So it is really good now, 42%. Sir, oil content you can see, sir, we are reaching to 42%. So probably what you were suggesting, sir, some seed radio, and this we can fix some criteria now. We know that we will not identify directly, so like that we can fix. So it is high time to fix somehow, thanks to our trading group. And these are the list of the variety state diseases listing are there, already listed. Numbers are important, but more importantly, those varieties which are identified, they should go in seed chain. And now all of you know that anemia oilseed program, it is not allowing any variety which is more than 5 years old. So it is a big challenge for us that there should be year by year, there should be continuous varieties developed and they should enter in seed chain, which is big challenging, but that is required. Otherwise, we will know that 6 or 7 year old variety, BSc is not at all allowed to be seed chain and promoted. So we have to look into that. And these are the, I think, congratulations to our team, Kota, Moranipur, and Sagar. Wonderful work. This is wide utilization, sir, thanks to planning, well planned program is going on, sir. Well planned management and evaluation. So just we were discussing sometimes that even how well plan is being maintained, that also needs scientific aptitude in that we are trying to correct ourselves first. But then just just say that we cannot manage. So I will look into that what a just plan is keeping its identity year by year. So that has to be looked into. And this is the national just plan is getting nursery. New process will be found. Again, 272 process. As I am also bidder, I feel number of process important, but the number of seeds produced per crop also important. This will be going forward, and where we are going to get good recombinants. At the same time, if you can try to restrict the number of process also, but select good parents in the process program, good combiner in the process program, so that we get very good results. These are the entities different levels, IDT, say for example, we are quite comfortable, absolutely no problem. Everybody demand is also there. Value addition, thanks to Dr. Anand is sitting here from Pune, wonderful products he has brought out. But then these products, whether we are able to reach out, our reach out has to be improved. Many things we are having, many technology we develop, but it may be around our institute or maybe around that particular scientist. So that needs to be taken care. It is high time to see that we reach out to different states or different levels. And I really feel that FPOs will be very handy for us. Farmer producer organization, whatever is there, let it be their sale, not sale and all those sort of things, that is none of business. Involve FPOs so that crop can be promoted, technology can be promoted, and these products, value-added products also can be easily promoted. You are going to get 300, 500, 700,000 farmers from one FPO. That is the asset of the FPO, which we should engage and then see that our technologies we are reaching to stakeholders at the faster pace. Agronomic trials, of course, organic itself is it is organic seed production slowed down and good results have come. Thanks to Dr. Ramesh, who is coordinating this. And seed priming, very recently our institute has come out, I think all of you know very well. One of the very young scientists has come out with a biopolymer. The biopolymer is being used for the seed treatment. Wonderful technology at global level, I will say. She has been recently awarded also. That can be used in your breeding program, your production program also. And Dr. Rabi Prasad is sitting here who is responsible for multi-layering system developed. These are patented technologies. Wonderful technology which has been brought out. But artists just try to see that these are used in our production programs also. And in very good input delivery system, this technology is very layer by layer, one input, two input, you can very well put it. Or within one layer also multiple inputs can be put. And what time this input is released, because that time it is released. So sir, it is wonderful technology developed. Congratulations to Dr. Sanjita and Dr. Adi Prasad and his team. So they can be followed in our program, in our ACRT program. So this is about pathology, sir. Of course, we have to go long way to come up with traditional models, but there is some stuff that itself is great. And this is the alternative applied by just the management of it. Based on stabilized system, we have to be really careful and then develop the software research that on real-time basis we are aware that what is going on there and what is the disease or expected disease. That monitoring is required from the AICRP center. Sticky charts and we now take collecting presenting some. These are the technologies which have been deployed. Congratulations, team developer. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. We were having the presentation of achievements of Equip on Oilseeds and Safflower Lindsay 2025. 24-25. We regret for the inconvenience and the technical issues we had in this presentation. DDG Crop Science, Dr. D.K. Yadava sir is with us. He was unable to hear it properly, sir. We would like to know whether you are able to hear it properly or not, sir. Can we have some words from there so that we can know you are there? Yeah, sir. Yeah, sir. We can hear you. Sir, you are able to hear us? Thank you so much, sir. We are really pleased that you can hear us now. And now we are going to have the day's introductory remark, for which we have gathered here in the annual Rabi Oilseeds group meet, and all of us are here to present. We had some technical issues connecting it, and in a short while that will be sorted out. DDG sir was unable to hear us properly, and we are trying to sort this issue. After a short while, we'll be having the further program which we are going to continue in this annual Rabi Oilseeds group meet in the Birsa Agricultural University. We really want everyone who has worked a lot and has made his effort to make their work good for the society, the people, and the nation. And here, everyone is trying their best as a scientist researching in their field and getting things better. थोड़े से प्रयास से हमारे डीडीजी सर हम लोगों को बेहतरीन तरीके से सुन पाएंगे कुछ क्षणों के पश्चात। आज हम जिन विषयों पर चर्चा कर रहे हैं, हम उम्मीद करते हैं कि ऑयल क्रॉप्स के बारे में बातें करने के लिए सभी वैज्ञानिक यहाँ उपस्थित हैं। आज के इस अवसर पर इस आयोजन के पीछे, इस ग्रुप मीट के पीछे थे। मकसद सभी का एक है कि संपूर्ण भारतवर्ष में किए गए कार्यों का लेखा जोखा न सिर्फ प्रस्तुत करना है बल्कि अपने द्वारा किए गए कार्यों का आदान प्रदान एक दूसरे के साथ कर पाए। हमारे को अधिकारी या हमारे साथ मौजूद हमारे जितने भी एडिशनल डायरेक्टर जनरल, डिप्टी डायरेक्टर जनरल और कल हो सकता है डीजी साहब भी हमारे साथ मौजूद रहे, सभी मिलकर चिंतन मंथन कर रहे हैं कि देश के किसानों के विकास के लिए ऑयल सीड, सैफ्लॉवर और लिनसीड के माध्यम से हम क्या बेहतरीन दे सकते हैं, इनका इस्तेमाल कितना बेहतर हो सकता है, इनका प्रोडक्शन कैसे बढ़ाया जाए, इनकी मार्केटिंग कैसे की जा सकती है ताकि इनके उत्पादन से किसानों को बेहतर तरीके से अपने जीविकोपार्जन का एक साधन मिल पाए।
उधर से चाहिए कि उधर से चाहिए? उधर से उसको म्यूट कर दीजिए, उधर से बोलिए बोलने के लिए। मैम एक बार बोलिए उधर से कुछ बोलिए, उधर से बोलिए कुछ।
सर डीडीजी सर से हमारा रिक्वेस्ट होगा कि हमारी कोशिश थी कि आपकी आवाज यहाँ मौजूद सभी पार्टिसिपेंट्स तक पहुंचे, तो आप क्या एक बार हमारी इस गैदरिंग को एड्रेस करेंगे अपनी तरफ से सो दैट एवरीवन कैन हियर यू सर प्लीज। सर आप अनम्यूट करके एक बार हमारी इस गैदरिंग को एड्रेस करेंगे, वी वुड बी प्लीज्ड टू हियर यू सर।
एक बार और बोलिए मैम, फिर से बोल दीजिए मैम।
Sir, we request you to please address the gathering or everyone is waiting to hear you. सर अनम्यूट शायद आप म्यूट पे हैं सर, आप म्यूट पे हैं एक बार।
ठीक है हाँ आ रही है सर। यस यस
उनकी आवाज आ रही है माइक कनेक्ट
आपकी आवाज आ रही है सर,
माइक कनेक्ट माइक को रखिए ना। वहाँ वाली आवाज नहीं आ रही है।
Sir, can you address the gathering for a minute, sir, please? Sir, डीडीजी सर से रिक्वेस्ट है कि क्या आप हमें एक बार एड्रेस कर सकते हैं? We would like to hear you.
नहीं होगा तो माइक लगा
नहीं ऐसे कर लेते हैं, आप कर लो, ये डिले ही होगा आपका प्रोग्राम।
सर आ रही आवाज आपकी आ रही है, बहुत अच्छी आवाज आ रही है वहां से।
तो शुरू करें फिर।
Yeah. We can continue, sir. Now we can listen you. So you can give your comments in the middle if you want. Sir, please. Thank you so much. Thank you so much to the technical team as well as DDG sir. We are really grateful for the patience you have kept with us. And now we are ready with the further program which we are going to continue today. We have ADG Oil Science and Pulses, ICR New Delhi, Dr. Sanjeev Gupta ji is with us. Now may I request him to please come forward with the introductory remarks, sir, please.
So good morning to all for this very important holiday coordinated research project from Oilseeds meeting, where we will be discussing today for the 2 days now, that is linseed and safflower. So the Honorable Vice Chancellor of this esteemed university, Dr. S.C. Dubey Sahab, my very close friend, my colleague, Dr. Sanjeev Gupta, ADG Oilseeds Pulses and ADG Seed, Dr. Mathur, the Director of the Indian Institute of Oilseed Research, Dr. P.K. Singh, Director Research of this esteemed university, my colleagues, Dr. Sujay Rakshit, Director IAB Ranchi, Dr. Vijit Kar, Director Nisha, Dr. Chaudhary, Dr. Visalnath, Dr. Avni, and the esteemed PMSC members, Dr. S.R. Bhatt Sahab, Dr. Hinde Sahab, my colleagues from IIO, Dr. Ratna Kumar and Bhupati, Dean and Directors of this esteemed university, Dr. Gupta, Dr. Malik, Dr. Sahai, all the senior officers of the university, and the most important, our colleagues from the different centers, the project in charges, the scientists from the collaborating centers, the students, farmers, and press and media. First of all, I welcome you all for this very important meeting, and I am very highly thankful to Dr. Dubey for accepting our request to conduct this very important group meeting in his university in the state of Jharkhand, because in terms of these crops, I think Jharkhand is one of the very potential state where we can upscale these crops, and for the enhancement of oilseed production. Definitely, this two-day discussion in this state will be very good, not for only this state but for all of the country. This particular AICRP is the, I think, first one and the oldest AICRP amongst all the oilseed crops, and the rest of the AICRP, they have emerged out from this particular AICRP, which was established in 1967, and later than from 1981 and 1986, the other AICRPs of soybean, groundnut, liquid mustard, and even sesame and Niger, they have been bifurcated from this very important AICRP. Colleagues, you all are well aware about the challenge in the oilseeds in the country. We are self-sufficient in all the edible commodities, food grains, and the other commodities like your sugar, commercial crops are concerned, your forage crops are concerned, and the oilseed and food grains, we are already self-sufficient. But in case of oilseeds, we are importing almost 55% of our indigenous, our requirement other than what we are producing. So that is a huge, I think, burden on our exchange, foreign exchange, and definitely this group becomes very important in that aspect to enhance the total production of the oilseeds. And if we see the trends in terms of the per capita consumption of edible oils, which was somewhere 4 kg per year per person during 1961-62, and which has now enhanced to more than 20 kg per year per person. So because of that enhancement of the population, the enhancement of the consumption of the I think that is a very strong program. We have 48. Two scientists are working across the all AICRPs and 42 under the Indian Institute of Oilseed Research, and the equal number of technicals, almost 180 they are also working. We are spending almost I think investment is there. So in turn, the government of India also feels that the outcome from this project that should also be very significant so that it can help in reducing the total imports which we are facing now for last many years. Total varieties are not represented in details. So if we talk of the last 10 years, we have 53 varieties of linseed and 25 varieties from the safflower. And the institute has also developed very good two varieties during last 2 years. There is two of sunflower, two of safflower. But the only issue is the reducing area. But fortunately, these two crops, if we see 2021 and 24-25, so there is minor enhancement in the area also, the enhancement in the production also, and overall the productivity enhancement is also there. Also in case of linseed during 24-25, it is reducing 10 kg. And likewise in both the crops, I think 24-25 the productivity has reduced. We have many challenges here. The number one is these crops are non-competing with the contemporary crops because of their poor yield, neglected area where these crops are being grown, and our major emphasis has been the yield enhancement, genetic, and through genetic as well as various agronomic intervention, and the alternate usage also of these crops like the linseed as known as also flax, so that also need to be exploited, and the quality aspects in both the crops they are also very important. We have initiated some of the new initiatives during last 4 5 months. That one is the for the proper breeding program. The I think the structured hybridization program by giving the various objectives to the different centers, and that that Gupta is there, he will be taking care of, so that we have started that the center should be given the various programs of hybridization objective wise and center wise, including the use of biorelatives and the various breeding material being handled, the germ plant being added, the genetic stocks registered, and CMS and restore lines being developed. So that type of information should also come in terms of the breeder seed production and the commercialization of the varieties for the assessment of the different centers, and the various production technologies which have been identified, and that should also be reflected, and the publication guidance of the students, training, etc. That should also be the part of the review of the different centers during this 2 days meeting. What we need to do immediately, and my colleague Dr. Gupta very well knows, and our honorable PMAC members, Dr. Ekta and Dr. Bhatt, they are also very critically, I think, they examining all the programs, all the sectors, and they are giving their very good input. So number one, we need to put the benchmark for the various biotic stresses, and particularly the various diseases and the insects for these crops, for promotion of the different varieties, or even for the inclusion in the various trials at the initial level. Likewise, we should have a proper screening mechanism for the drought, salinity, and submergence also, and through the physiological trials, only the promising entries they should be further promoted. The plant type concept, so in this crops for the mechanization, we should, I think, have the objective on this also. The quality is one of the very important component. All of us we know that the keeping quality in case of linseed is very poor, and because of the very high concentration of the pupa, and in that case, definitely we need to work here. One of the variety we have recently 2 3 years back we have released, which is having very high quantity of the oleic acid. So that type of work also needs to be done. In case of area expansion, definitely all of you are well aware that up to until the crop will not be actually profitable to the farmers in comparison to its contemporary crop, so no farmer will be going for that. So definitely we need to have a very strong program for the genetic enhancement as well as the maintenance aspects, so that we can enhance the area under these crops. Otherwise, no farmer will be coming forward. The dual purpose in case of linseed, we know that it can be a very good that substitute for the fiber also as well as for the seed also, and many of the very good quality traits are available in case of flax as well as safflower that we should exploit here. The center-wise hybridization I have already told, and I think the parents should be identified in advance as per the objectives, and that should be allocated. The wider use of germ plant, that should also be one of the, I think, major objective. We have also started the genome editing program, particularly in case of linseed, and because the institute is having all the facilities and very trained scientists, so they can go for the mass and the selection. Also, we have the two main projects. One is being to be launched this year. There's a national mission on high-yielding seeds and one national mission on edible oils, particularly oil seeds that was also launched last year. So some support is coming from there in terms of the at least in research in case of the new mission as well as in the earlier mission. The seed production part through the seed hubs and other that is already there, and we have good number of seed hubs for the oil seed crops and some new coming in the times to new. The soil, I think the regenerative process to keep the soil health, that is also one of the very important aspects and one of the microbial, I think that solution they have given, and that is very important. That should also be exploited in these crops to enhance the productivity and maintaining the soil health. The seed treatment technology through these as well as the others to save the crop at the initial stage from the disease and various insect pests. That should also be highlighted through our plant protection program. I think we need to relook for the zonalization also. Dr. Gupta has done this exercise in some of the crops, selected crops like soybean, and in some of the crops, pulses which is already going on. Digitalization of the ACRP for all the crops, Dr. Mathur, I think that should take on priority. Earlier also I have told you. And the conduct of trials, which is one of the very important aspects, and we see many times because of the poor conduct rates, because of the ignorance of the centers, the data which they are reporting, the very good material is being wasted. So that is a national wastage, the hard work of 10 to 12 years of the scientists. I think those centers should be identified and reported, and only the performing centers will be continuing further. Otherwise, we are going to, I think, take out some of the non-performing centers who are load on the system rather than giving any contribution. Centers continuity, definitely we are going for the new the EFC that will be based on the performance, and I'm sure that the 2 days discussion will definitely come out with very good outcome for the enhancement of the production and productivity of these crops for making India as Atmanirbhar during the Viksit Bharat. And I'm sure that I'll try to come join tomorrow. So, but the 2 days discussion under the leadership of my colleague Dr. Gupta will be, I think, having a very good program. And once again, I wish you all the best, and I am very highly thankful to Dr. Dubey for giving us this opportunity. Thank you very much. Namaskar.
Thank you very much, sir. We are really pleased that we could hear you, and after all the impossibilities which were seen to stop this battle which we are doing with the technical things, we have won it and we have heard you. Thank you so much. Thank you. By the grace of God, everything went fair, and as it said that all is well which ends well, and we could hear you. Once again, a big clapping, a big round of applause for him. Thank you very much, sir. As we all know that we have gathered here for the annual Rabi Oilseeds Group meet, and we were hearing the DDG today, who is the chief guest of this occasion, who was online with us. And in the queue, we were talking about the things which are related to the linseed and oilseeds, which has been done in previous years. We have discussed that and what all has been done by you and what you all are planning. What was the purpose of this group meet which was organized here? There was a long planning, and there are certain things that we have to decide here for the further future plan. And for that, we need to know what is the objective, what is the thought behind it. And for that, we have a person who is very eminent, who is a learned person, who has lots and lots of experience in this field. He has worked a lot, and everybody is aware of him. He knows, we all know that his work speaks a lot about him. So we don't need any words to explain what he has done. Now, may I request the ADG, Oilseed and Pulses ICA, from ICAR New Delhi, Dr. Sanjay Gupta, to please come forward in the first day of this annual Rabi Oilseed Group meet and give the introductory remarks. Sir, please.
Thank you for the nice introduction. Good morning to all of you. The Honorable Vice Chancellor of this prestigious university, Dr. S.C. Dubey, Dr. R.K. Mathur, Director of Indian Institute of Oilseed Research, Director of Research of this University, Dr. P.K. Singh Sahab, our convener of this program, were really the man behind organizing this important group meet, Dr. Ratna Kumar and Dr. Bhupati, esteemed guest directors of the different institutes located in this region, Dr. Visarnathji, ICRI, Dr. Abhijit Kar, NISA, Dr. Surojit, Dr. Rakshit, Sujay Rakshit, Institute of Biotechnology, Dr. N.B. Chaudhary ji, the Kasar Training and Research Institute, Dr. Avlinder Kumar Singh ji, our valued expert, Dr. S.R. Bhatt sahab, Dr. V.M. Hegde ji, our another coordinator, project coordinator on CSIM and NISER, Dr. Anand Vishwakarma ji, distinguished participant, esteemed faculty of this institute. I am very happy to see the Bharati Vidyapeeth, two colleagues, Dr. Anand Janevar and Dr. Ghorpade ji, they are with us. They are really adding value to our crops. So welcome to all. बहुत बहुत आभार, अभिनंदन और अभिवादन. I am pleased and privileged to be the part of this important function being held at Girsa Agricultural University, Ranchi. And whenever I used to come, this is my first and this is my fifth visit to this university. I go ahead on the god of this region, Professor Birsa Munda ji. Can you imagine, at the age of 14 years, he could attain the status of divinity. And his span of life was only 24 years. We should salute his valor and courage. Not only that, his dedicated efforts for spiritual and cultural identity of this region. I go once again ahead for Vijay Samandari. Whenever I come to this university, Honorable Vice Chancellor, I used to see that in many crops, this region, particularly Jharkhand, is moving ahead. And that is a good sign. And that was a time when 3 consecutive years, Jharkhand won the Krishi Karman Award. I think efforts will continue to grow. And we'll see that more and more big laurels will come for other crops also, particularly the agriculture of this region. We are having this important group meet on 2 important crops, the wheat seed and the safflower. And both are ancient crops. These are the crops in our knowledge from our ancient times. Can you imagine the safflower, when we introduced in this country, it was for dye purpose, aniline blue dye that was extracted from this crop, and that was the purpose. But through research, development, science made it safflower a valuable crop for the polyunsaturated fatty acid content. It's a good quality cooking oil. Similarly, linseed is a very important crop. It was known as an industrial crop, known for oil, paints. But when we added value to this crop also attained a lot of importance. It is not for the seed, it is not for the oil. Even the fiber is also there, lignin. Then this is known for ALA. This is known for the alpha tocopherol. I think Bharati Vidyapeeth is there, they're researching on all these issues. So the linseed is also attaining a lot of importance in our system. When Dr. Mathur was presenting, there was a serious concern. The area under both the crops are declining, and that's so good. In less than a decade time, can you imagine from 90,000 tons we were producing in 2014, a safflower, Now it is only 43,000 tons. So just half in the less than 10 years. Similarly, linseed also. You are having a lot of area, but the production has declined from 1.55 lakh ton in 2014-15. It is only 1.17 ton. But the good thing is that the productivity in these crops are increased, and that needs to be increased further. These crops need to stay in our agri-food system. Apart from productivity, you need to concentrate on profitability also, because these are the crops which are having a strong competition from the other Rabi crops. So that we need to take care of. Nothing is difficult. I'm a pulse man. When we were struggling to make this country self-sufficient in pulses, I used to have the objective constants. First we analyzed, and then we checked out the strategies, and we found that how the progress can be made in crop that India can self-sufficiency. I think those constraints, if we outline in these crops, are also still exist. In pulses, there are several Ws which are creating problems, serious constraints, and those Ws are here in this crop. The first I used to refer in pulses weeds. May not a big problem in this crop, but I know our crops, whether the pulses or the oilseeds, they are poor competitor of weeds. Lot of loss is there, enormous. And second W we used to call for wilt. Wilt or wilt-like diseases. So wilt is a problem in both. It is more in your safflower, less in linseed. But it is a problem. Alternaria is a problem in both the crops. Then remuneria is also coming in some regions in safflower. Sarcospora we have noted when we are having the conference of the states, we used to refer about it. So this W is for wilt and other diseases. And similarly, some pests are also creating havoc. Sometimes aphid, safflower, and this bird fly in linseed, they are also creating problems. So we need to address judiciously through your management or biointensive management or resistance treating, whatever the way you can reach to retain the status of bringing the down of menace of this important biodiversity. And third, I used to refer W for water. So water management is important. These crops are grown in the residual moisture. Sometimes in Opera cultivations, sometimes water logging is there if the September or October rains are high, and moisture is placed at the terminal stage. So that W is very, very important. Need to address carefully. I think Otera, a lot of work has been done. Dr. Behegre sir will acknowledge it. This group and other groups, they have done a lot of work on Otera cultivation. The problem of managing the nutrients in Otera system, the problem of managing water, the problem of managing weeds, this is problem. And nutrients, if you take the record of the zinc, phosphorus, really is very difficult. I think one important thing has emerged, and the last year, this year only, a Brazilian scientist, Madam Maria, she won the World Food Prize. She provided microbial solutions, and with the microbial solutions, she could save $5 billion input cost in the Brazilian crops, and she added $5 billion additional revenue with the use of microbial innovations in the crop. So I would prefer that you need to enhance the value of the seed, and why seed treatment, seed dressing, seed priming, seed coating, whatever the way. And then Dr. Marshall was presenting that biopolymer seed coating. That is a really good innovation of the IIOR. need to be addressed judiciously, not only in oilseed crop, like another pulses crops also, many other crops. I think that can revolutionize the further agriculture down in this country. And next W is the wisdom of producing a good crop, means good agronomic practices. The genetic potential is really good. I have seen when you were referring that in a crop like linseed, the potential you have shown 2.7 ton, when the national average is less than 800 kg per hectare. But your genetic potential is 3 times more. So apart from the genetic improvement, we need to improve the production environment. That is very, very important. I think that will be addressed through. Rather, I would prefer if this group can work more on good agronomy, good pathology, good entomology. I think good agronomic, good management practices. That is very, very important, and that needs to be done. And last W, if you take the last W, first W, the wheat. When we talk about wheat, it is the competition of the competitive crop. Your crop is not profitable until unless it is competed with the competitive crops. So in the region, wheat is there, chickpea is there, mustard is there. So task is very, very difficult. These three crops, they are having a lot of potential to grow like anything. East, west, south, north. These crops can grow like anything. So my request is how to make it more profitable. So the idea is more productive, more profitable. That is important. So these are the constant I think if you can address, you can revise the strategy. We need not to be complacent. Anything can be achieved. When I was writing the article that how agriculture was grown from pre-independence India to the independent India in a book. It was a book chapter. I read from stick to mouth. We were beggar for the good wheat. Now we are exporting about 7 million tons we have exported in 1920-21 of wheat. Can you imagine when India was borrowing wheat? I used to remember when my mother used to tell, उनके शादी के बाद जब अपने ससुराल गए तो उनको दिन में केवल हफ्ते में एक बार रोटी मिलती थी गेहूं की. It was not there. But now we are having plenty of wheat. Not only this, हम 800 करोड़ भारतीयों को फ्री राशन देते हैं wheat की. That is unimaginable, and that India could do. So in this crop also we are very helpful. We can do. When we were analyzing how this revolution in this India has been done, can you imagine there are 4 or 5 things. First is good science. So science was there. Institutions are already at place. Yesterday only Dr. Paroda was mentioning in one of the international conference that he had a talk with the then Dr. Normani Burlock that could be possible in India, why not in other countries like Africa, Ethiopia. There also the food scarcity was there and similar global programs were there but could not be. It could be achieved in this country because of SIPP. S means good science, good institutions like IRI and others. The third is partnership, the global partnership was very important. And last is policy support. So for all of these things, for your crop, all these 4 things are there. Good science is there. We have provided ample funds for good science for these crops, particularly the genome editing, whether it is genome selection, genomic selections, and we are trying to give you a speed building platform also. And whatever you demand, it is possible. Dr. Yadava was mentioning that not only the national mission on edible oils, we are also supporting the program on the national mission on high yielding seeds. So we are trying to give you one speed building platform. We are also trying to give you the world's best plant quarantine facility under that mission. And third, India is going to have a saving gene bank. I was very happy when you were referring that 2,000 germplasm of safflower, and I think equally the same amount is linseed you have screened. And you could have one of the genotypes which is having the nearly 42% of the oil content in safflower. I think this is tremendous. When we are having a target of more than 35 percent of the oil content increase, we are having such a wonderful genotype. I don't know whether you are the part of the CRP because of 22nd, we are going to review the regional CRP program and there will see how your crops can find a good place. So good science is there. Institutions are placed such a good network. I think this partnership is really, really very good. So this partnership can give you a lot of, I think EdTech is a wonderful platform. When I was studying in University of Wageningen, in plant breeding, the first lecture used to be on this Indian active system. So wonderful system. You are all at one place. You can set the agenda for the research for the tomorrow. You can set the program for the next year. You can see, you can visualize some of the unforeseen challenges also, and you can make strategies to tackle those. Such a wonderful platform, such a good partnership. And the policy support, as I said, whether it is a distribution of medical oil, or the distribution of high yield seeds, or the second gene bank, or the genome editing platform, separate we have put the 500 crore rupees for some crop. I think your experience that crop is also included. And you are also doing good science. I think you have not referred that this institute, Indian Institute of Oilseeds Research, like biopolymer coating, such a good innovation. You have also developed a molecular marker toolkit, and that is for the high oleic acid content. So this kit should also be extended to address some of the other varieties like the key diseases, key pests. You can extend that kind of a kit for other serious challenges. I think that would be really very, very. So we need to have, I think, four strategies. I think I would like to conclude because I'm taking a long time in discussing. The first and foremost agenda. Because I'm referring, last year I had the chance to interact one-to-one with Honorable Prime Minister, and he referred that can you increase oil content per se in your crop? And he discussed and took a lot of time in discussing. I was trying to convince that it is not easy thing. It is a very, very difficult task. And in that flower, I was giving example that I read an article, plant building reviews, edited by Jenny. There was at least 20 different selections that took place, which more than 20 years, to increase 1% of the oil content. It's a very, very difficult to increase the oil content. But in your germplasm, such important thing that is there. One of the varieties that Rabi SF 18-1 released last year, that has more than 35% of the oil content. It's remarkable. And if you are having the germplasm more than 37 percentage of the oil content, that can be used. So those are the things can be possible. So first is oil content, and in linseed take the big target, 45% if possible. Because you are having some material, it can be possible. So first is oil content, then oil quality is also important, both the crops. Whether it is ALA you have to address or oleic acid. I'm very happy that one of your variety, that is IFS1, it is high oleic acid percentage. So likewise you can make efforts to improve the quality of the oil. And third important thing is the crop you put in intercropping. You can add value of your crop in cooking and intercropping, and several intercrops, the coriander is there, beets is there, many crops. I know that the safflower is a localized production in two states only, the Maharashtra and Karnataka. 94% production comes from these two states. And Madam from Nagpur, she knows that the area of Chandrapur, Bhandara, Gadchiroli, I think this is the hubs of that. So when these are the hubs of the production, the one of the best strategy I can propose, and I have also been proposed to mission on regular oil, to encourage FPOs, encourage the producer organizations, where the clusters should be formed and the crop can be produced, the value of the crop can be enhanced, and the crop can become in the value chain. I think those were the efforts are needed. I am very happy that you have taken, when I was calling that to make a hub of production, you have used your one of the hybrid, that was the ISF 764, and you produced a lot of seed for that, and you put in that hub area, and really that area was really regained with your contribution in those areas and the areas of field. Similar efforts are required in Ranchi. So these crops cannot be go along. And when I suggested this mission on edible oil, that develop value chain cluster for these crops. And more than 700 value chain cluster mission we have proposed in 374 districts. But in these crops earlier this was not a problem. So I categorically requested the mission leader that we please use these crops also in some of the clusters. I think that can be done. That's it. And last I would address that you need to add the value of the crop. As I told that when linseed is for oil, but linseed is for linen fiber. India is importing linen fiber of $4 million per year. Can we reduce this import burden? So while making dual purpose linseed, you have to have the genetic balance for many things, whether it is seed, oil, or fiber. I think you need to take care of. So that is very important. And similarly, the PUFA content of safflower initiative. So these are all interventions. I think this EFRIC is as our GDP is saying that we are trying, particularly in oilseed and pulses, several reforms. And those reforms are at place, whether it is criteria for the promotion, whether benchmarking for the yield or the diseases, whether testing of the disease a hot spot, or the delineation of some of the new areas. In oilseed crop, we have completed this exercise in groundnut, or rapeseed mustard, soybean, and in your crop. You can also see some of the area which can be brought in through some of the studies by involving the National Bureau of Land, Soil and Use Planning, the CREDA, our institute, ISRI. I think you impose and superimpose and try to find out where are the new areas, new niches where our crop can be planted. So we should be very hopeful that we cannot let down our crops like this, that an area is reducing or production is reducing. We will make hard efforts through our good science, through our good strategy, good planning, good policy support to make our crops really revolutionary in oilseed. Thank you very much. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you very much, sir. Now we were moving towards the things we have done in the last previous years. Like we do our work and we want our work to reach to every person in the world. For that we compile it and do it and make it in form of publications. हम अपने किए गए कार्यों को संकलित करके प्रकाशन के रूप में लोगों तक पहुंचाने की कोशिश करते हैं और ऐसे ही कुछ प्रकाशन आज यहाँ पर माननीय मंच के द्वारा विमोचित किए जाएंगे। मैं सबसे पहले आग्रह करूंगी आज के इस अवसर पर हमारे इस कार्यक्रम की अध्यक्षता कर रहे माननीय कुलपति और हमारे बीच मौजूद माननीय मंच पर मौजूद अतिथिगणों से कि आज के इस अवसर पर हमारे बीच जो प्रकाशन है उनका विमोचन करें। Annual Rabi Oilseeds Group B 2025 Agripol Oilseeds Souvenir बिरसा कृषि विश्वविद्यालय के द्वारा ये प्रकाशित किया गया है और आज इसका विमोचन माननीय मंच के द्वारा किया गया। कार्यक्रम की अध्यक्षता कर रहे माननीय कुलपति बिरसा कृषि विश्वविद्यालय डॉक्टर एस सी दुबे साहब। आज के इस अवसर पर उपस्थित एनजी ऑयल साइंस एंड पल्सेस डॉक्टर संजीव गुप्ता जी, आज के इस अवसर पर डायरेक्टर ICRIIOR हैदराबाद से डॉक्टर आर के माथुर साहब, डायरेक्टर रिसर्च डॉक्टर PK सिंह साहब, और साथ में हमारे जो एक्सपर्ट्स हैं डॉक्टर A रत्ना कुमार और डॉक्टर T भूपति, प्रिंसिपल साइंटिस्ट। ये प्रकाशन बिरसा कृषि विश्वविद्यालय के द्वारा ये प्रकाशन जो यहाँ किया गया है, ये सभी को पेन ड्राइव में आप सभी को दे दिया गया है। इसकी हार्ड कॉपी आज यहाँ से विमोचित की गई है, आपको पेन ड्राइव में ये मिल जाएगा। अब जो प्रकाशन है, फ्रंटलाइन डेमोन्स्ट्रेशन ऑन ऑयलसीड्स अचीवमेंट्स एंड इम्पैक्ट, GD सतीश कुमार, डॉक्टर RK माथुर साहब, A श्रीनिवास, NK अनुश्री। मैं रिक्वेस्ट यू टू प्लीज कम ऑन द स्टेज। GD सतीश कुमार, RK माथुर, A श्रीनिवास, K अनुश्री। अगर ये यहाँ प्रेजेंट हैं तो ये इनके द्वारा ये पब्लिकेशन है, फ्रंटलाइन डेमोन्स्ट्रेशंस ऑन ऑयलसीड्स अचीवमेंट्स एंड इम्पैक्ट 2018-19 to 2022-23। जो सेकंड प्रकाशन है वो है फोल्डर ऑन हाई ऑयल कंटेनिंग सनफ्लावर वैरायटी ISF 300 and ISF 123 सेल 15 in English and Hindi। पुष्पा HD, अंजनी K, प्रद्युम्न Y, प्रसाद RD, श्रीनिवास PS, कैड्रिवेल, जो नेम उसमें दिया है वही मैं बोल रही हूँ, आपको पता है आप आ सकते हैं। पालचेमी, जवाहरलाल J, अनिल कुमार, अली वेलू K, कुमार GDS एंड माथुर RK। ये लोग ऑथर्स हैं इनके। इनमें से जो लोग यहाँ प्रेजेंट हैं कृपया स्टेज पर आ जाएं। ये पब्लिकेशन है फोल्डर ऑन हाई ऑयल कंटेनिंग सनफ्लावर वैरायटी ISF 300 and ISF 123 SL 15 in English and Hindi। Omega-3 fatty acids keys to nutritional health and disease, edited by Dr. Anand Janavar, Dr. Sharad Adekar and Dr. M.B. Hegre। आप लोग अगर यहाँ हैं तो यहाँ पर प्लीज आ जाएं। Omega-3 fatty acids keys to nutritional health and disease, इस पर ये पब्लिकेशन है। ओमेगा-3 फैटी एसिड्स की चर्चा चारों तरफ होती है कि इसका सप्लीमेंट लेने की आवश्यकता है, क्यों है, क्या है, इस पर ये प्रकाशन आपके समक्ष है। The next publication is highlights of oilseeds, varieties and technology development by Oilseeds Research Station, Morainapur BU 80 Panda, compiled by Dr. CM Singh and team। Dr. CM Singh and team में जो भी members हैं, please come on the stage। Highlights of oilseeds, varieties and technology development by Oilseeds Research Station, Morainapur and BU 80 Panda। पांडा का ये पब्लिकेशन है जो आपके समक्ष अभी, तो ये कुछ पब्लिकेशंस थे जो आज आपके समक्ष प्रस्तुत किए गए। आज ये पब्लिकेशंस जिन्होंने अपने एफर्ट से अपने कामों को संकलित करके आज यहाँ पर आपके समक्ष प्रस्तुत किया है। It doesn't matter how small the steps are. The most important thing is that we are moving forward, and that is very important with the publications also. What we are doing, what we are working, and that is taking us forward. That is very important. Same is the case with your work, and that has been recognized by giving you a certificate. The certificate for your work is of appreciation, and I will call the names first. But first of all, the certificate of appreciation is 2 numbers. That is to Dr. P. Padmavati, Accurate Safflower, IIOR Hyderabad, and Dr. Gurudev Singh, Accurate Vincent Palampur. Now, may I request the Honorable Munch, Honorable Stage dignitaries of the dais to please present the certificate to them. Certificate of appreciation 2 numbers. Dr. P. Padmavati, Accurate Safflower, IIOR Hyderabad, and Dr. Gurudev Singh, AICRP Vincent Palampur. Dr. Gurudev Singh is not present here, isn't it? So he will be taking on behalf of him. Dr. A. Ratna Kumar is taking it. He is the PI of Accurate Linsec. He is taking the certificate on behalf of him. Best Accurate Centers, 3 numbers, there are 3. Linsec Best Center. Sabar Bihar Agricultural University, Sabar, Bhagalpur, Bihar. Please come forward. Sabar Bihar Agricultural University, BAU, Sabar, Bhagalpur, Bihar. Please come on the stage. This is for the best accurate center. It is 2 number, 2 लोगों को मिला है, तो उसमें से एक टीम ये है सबौर बिहार एग्रीकल्चर यूनिवर्सिटी BAU सबौर भागलपुर बिहार। कृपया स्टेज पर आ जाए। दूसरा मिला है रायपुर इंदिरा गांधी कृषि विश्वविद्यालय IGKV रायपुर छत्तीसगढ़। ये 2 सेंटर्स को लिंसेट के लिए बेस्ट सेंटर के रूप में मिला है। बेस्ट एक्विप सेंटर्स में 3 को मिला है अवार्ड, जिसमें लिंसेट के लिए 2 लोगों को मिला है सबौर BAU और दूसरा है रायपुर इंदिरा गांधी कृषि विश्वविद्यालय IGKV रायपुर छत्तीसगढ़। इनके लिए तालियां बजनी चाहिए। लिंसेट के लिए देखो बेस्ट सेंटर्स चुने गए हैं। सैफ्लॉवर के लिए जो बेस्ट सेंटर है उसको मिला है वो परभनी वासंतराव नायक मराठवाड़ा कृषि विद्यापीठ परभनी महाराष्ट्र। सैफ्लॉवर के लिए जो बेस्ट सेंटर मिला है, ये लिंसेट के 2 सेंटर्स थे। बेस्ट एक्विप सेंटर फॉर सैफ्लॉवर, सैफ्लॉवर के लिए जो मिला है वो है परभनी वासंतराव नायक मराठवाड़ा कृषि विद्यापीठ परभनी महाराष्ट्र। इनको मिला है सैफ्लॉवर के लिए बेस्ट सेंटर ग्रुप में। तालियां बजनी चाहिए इनके लिए। दैट इज ग्रेट एफर्ट, इन्होंने अपने सेंटर में इतना बेहतरीन काम किया है और इन्हें बेस्ट एक्विप सेंटर्स के रूप में चुना गया है। टेक्नोलॉजी सर्टिफिकेट फॉर सैफ्लॉवर, सैफ्लॉवर के लिए टेक्नोलॉजी सर्टिफिकेट मिला है संघर्ष के बालकुंडे JP मेहरा SA शिंदे PB पवार P पद्मावती। इन लोगों को मिला है, मैंने नाम पढ़े हैं, आप लोग कृपया स्टेज पे आ जाएंगे। संघर्ष के बालकुंडे JP मेहरा SA शिंदे PB पवार P पद्मावती। Selective mechanization, sowing, intercultivation, spraying and harvesting which enhance the cereal and reduces the cost of cultivation। इसके लिए इनको मिला है, ये सैफ्लॉवर के कुल 3 सेंटर्स को 3 जगह को मिला है टेक्नोलॉजी सर्टिफिकेट। ये जो मिल रहा है ये टेक्नोलॉजी सर्टिफिकेट है संघर्ष के बालकुंडे JP मेहरा SA शिंदे PB पवार P पद्मावती। Selective mechanization, sowing, intercultivation, spraying and harvesting, enhancing the cereal and reducing the cost of cultivation. Next is SA Shinde and P Padmavati. That is for soybean NDSB safflower on broad bed furrow. Please come on the stage. SA Shinde and P Padmavati. Soybean NDSB safflower on broad bed furrow and with geotail safflower for soybean safflower cropping system. This has been the recommendation. And for that, they are getting the technology certificate. Third is C. Sudhakar and P. Padmavati. That is for C. Sudhakar and P. Padmavati, and that is for best management practices such as broadbed furrow, recommended dose of fertilizers, rhizodium, aspergillus, phosphate, solubilizing bacteria, trichoderma, deficient micronutrient in bungus, beans, safflower, enhance the system productivity. That was the work, and for that she got the technology certificate. Then is the technology certificate for Linsec. That is 16 numbers. So make it fast, please. Swapnil S. Thakre and K. Ramesh. And that is for application of foliar spray of nano urea. And they have recommended for enhancing, this has been recommended for enhancing linseed productivity. Swapnil S. Thakre and K. Ramesh. Second, that is SS Acharya and K. Ramesh. 16 numbers are there for linseed. So may I request you all to please make it fast. As Mr. SS Acharya and K. Ramesh, they are not present here? Please there. Okay. Application of foliar spray of nano urea, and that is at flower initiation stage and capsule development stage, and recommendation for enhancing linseed productivity. The third is Noyen, Kinkon and K. Ramesh. Noyen, Kinkon and K. Ramesh. Please there. Okay. Application of foliar spray of nano urea, that is also there at flower initiation stage and for enhancing the linseed productivity. Fourth number, that is Vidisha Bora and K. Ramesh. Application Vidisha Bora and K. Ramesh. Is it there? Be there. Okay. Application of foliar spray of nano urea for enhancing linseed productivity. Vidisha Bora and K. Ramesh. Next is Monica Ray and K. Ramesh. request all of you to make fast. Divisha Gora and K. Ramesh. The next is Monica Ray and K. Ramesh, and this is also for enhancing yield set productivity. Application of either commercial prilled urea, 2% as foliar spray or nano urea, at flower initiation stage and capsule development stage is recommended. The next is N. Ananda and K. Ramesh. N. Ananda and K. Ramesh, that is application of either commercial prilled urea, 2% as foliar spray or nano urea, at flower initiation stage and capsule development stage, and this is also the recommendation for enhancing linseed productivity. This is all for the recommendation of linseed productivity. The next is Sanjay K. Dwivedi and K. Ramesh. This is Sanjay K. Dwivedi and K. Ramesh. This is also, he has also given a recommendation for enhancing linseed productivity. These are technical certificates for linseed, and these are all for the enhancement of linseed productivity. Next is Gurudev Singh and K. Ramesh. Gurudev Singh and K. Ramesh. Okay, he is there only. This is also for enhancing linseed productivity. Swapnil K. S. Thackeray and K. Ramesh. Swapnil S. Thackeray and K. Ramesh. This is swing of linseed as the Rabi crop with 60 by 30 kg NK2O 5K2O per hectare is recommended after paddy harvest for higher system productivity and economic returns. The next is Sanjay K. Dwivedi and K. Ramesh. Sanjay K. Dwivedi and K. Ramesh, adoption of linseed variety. This is for in the flower initiation stage. The recommendation is is in the flower initiation stage and capsule development stage for enhancing the linseed productivity. The next is Ashulata Kaushal, M.K. Barnawal, K. Ajit Kumar, and K. Saktivel. Ashulata Kaushal, M.K. Barnawal, K. Ajit Kumar, K. Shaktivel. Seed treatment with carbendazole 50%, followed by soil application of trichoderma at the time of sowing. This was the technical for linseed, technical certificates for linseed. The next is Gopala and K. Shaktivel. The next is Gopala and K. Shaktivel. That is for seed treatment with trichoderma and soil applications of trichoderma at the time of sowing. Gopala and K. Shaktivel. This is for seed treatment with trichoderma. Please give a big round of applause to these people who have worked in this direction. The next is Gopala and K. Shaktivel again for foliar spray with azoxystrobin and cyproconazole at the time of disease appearance. The next is K. Ajit Kumar and K. Shaktivel. Foliar spray with fluconazole and sulfur 65% at the time of disease appearance. K. Ajit Kumar and K. Shaktivel. The next is Anand Zanwar and Mahabaleshwar Hegde and Pramod Pare. Palm oil and linseed oil blend the antioxidant combination, and in the case of rice bran oil and linseed oil blend, the combination of antioxidant. This was his work for which he is being given the certificate. The next is also Anand Zanwar and Mahabaleshwar Hegde and Pramod Pare for plain emulsion linseed oil with vitamin emulsion oil can be used for the fortification of plain milk at domestic levels. This was the work. So these were the certificates given to the people. Thank you so much to the dignitaries on the dais for giving them the certificate. These are the people who got the certificates for the technical work which they have done in their field. The achievements which they have done, for they have been recognized, and the certificate was given to them as an appreciation and motivation to other people also to come forward with next time. So now it is the time that we are in this session talking in the group in the inaugural session. But this session has been chaired by the Honorable Vice Chancellor, who believes that जीवन के सफर उस अनजान सड़क की तरह है जिसके कई मोड़ होते हैं। बिना सफर किए आपको पता ही नहीं कि आप किस मोड़ से गुजरेंगे। इससे बिरसा कृषि विश्वविद्यालय की इस सोच को गति प्रदान करते हुए हर मोड़ पर एक नया अध्याय लिखने की कोशिश करने वाले माननीय कुलपति प्रसाद श्री विश्वविद्यालय डॉक्टर एस सी दुबे साहब को मैं सादर आमंत्रित करती हूँ उनके अध्यक्षीय संबोधन के लिए।
DG Crop Science, Dr. P.K. Yadav, who was joined us online from the council, Dr. Sanjeev Gupta, ISF Pulses and seed is taking care of from the Dr. Yadav, Dr. R.K. Mathur, Director IUR, and two of the PI, Dr. P. Bhopati and Dr. Ratan Kumar, who is with us on the desk. Off the desk, stalwarts are sitting over there, very eminent PMC members, Dr. S.R. Bhatt, Dr. Hegde, and Dr. Vishwakarma. And along with us, we have our friend from ICR Institutes, Dr. Sudhir Rachik has come. Might be he is having some program from Director IABA, Dr. Abhijit Kar, Director Nisha, and Dr. Vishal Nath, Director IRI Jharkhand, and Dr. B.N. Chaudhary. Always we are thankful, sir. You all are always coming when we are inviting you. Sometimes we are not even sending a form, just an official letter, then even then you all are coming, sir. I am very much I felt fortunate to have such a good colleagues in the ICR system and central government institutions. Dr. Avani Kumar recently joined as the head of Landu. All being directors of our university, and then the other dignitaries, those who are attending it from across the country, BAU staff, and Dr. Vadu, our former director of research, and other staff and scientists, those who are attending this program and supporting this program. I welcome you all from my own side, and even still 10 minutes before the noon, so we are already late, and good morning, we can say to all of you. It is not appears to be good morning, but even then, good morning to all of you. A lot of things have been told about these two crops, but I hope you all are agree these two are the very important crops. Having a lot of problems. We have walked several miles, but it's still, as a users, what I felt, still we have a lot of problems. When we look the productivity of the Jharkhand state, definitely we are far behind, and maybe in some of the cases we have fourth position, 7th university we have 6, 7 positions, Saffron fourth position, but still we have far behind the average productivity of the national level. In the case of UNC, we have only about 700 kg per hectare, sorry, 591 kg exactly, against the about 700 kg per hectare productivity. Similarly, the slab flour also about 500 kg, 489 exactly kg per hectare productivity against the 826 kg per hectare national productivity. In spite of they are very important, so if you consider the leadership for seeds also important, fibers also important. Nowadays the trend has been changed, as already Dr. Mathur has spoken, that this dual purposes. Our focus is shifting towards the dual purposes leadership, where we can get the flax as well as the iron. This is normally the dual purposes area expansion. We are thinking to the rice level, cooler area where the dual purposes for farming very well than the other rest part of the country. Similarly, for the lot of inequality of the leadership has been spoken, omega 3 and omega 6. Omega 3 and omega 6 fatty acids are there in their nutritional values as well as medicinal values. In the pharmaceuticals, lot of, especially in Ayurveda, the linseed iron is used for the different purposes. You all are working in this area, you are knowing same way in the safe flour also. They have the very good saturated fatty acids. That's why both of the iron is good for the lowering the cholesterol. Even the lignin, as ADB has told in the linseed, this is anti-cancerous property linseed also have. Antioxidant also they have. Flavonoids, say flower head, this is good making. So that means the quality, the iron is having the quality, but still it is not gaining, especially in the linseed popularity among the among users. Safe flour it is okay. There is no any harm in using as such quality wise. It is good. But linseed, which is our ancestor crop, already has been narrated by our ADG, but still we are not able to harness its full potential and use some of the reasons for being a user. I feel that quality of the iron is not good for the linseed. If you go any mart, only the linseed oil is available for the puja, not for the consumption. So definitely we have to look. After so many years we are working, our priorities will be focused along with the yield enhancement and all this quality, make the raw oil such a suitable way that the farmers and users can use it for making the vegetables, making the puris, making the oil for even for the body massage. This is recommended in Ayurveda, arthritis and others. But even it is so heavy after 3-4 months, as BDG has told the qualities, after 3-4 months it's condensed due to certain uh, composition. So we have to concentrate on this. Narrow genetic base is another problem. Low utilization of breed. You see, although we are moving towards the productivity enhancement, but still we have a very narrow genetic base. Uh, sensitivity to the weather, both ADG has narrated, but usually they are very sensitive to the weather, adverse weather conditions. Poetic stress in OW built here, yes, so lot of disease there. Even powdering in later stage, if the crop is good, everything is good, at flowering stage, slightly moisture is increasing, warm weather is there, and powdering will be spread. So insect is also so many insects there. Uh, Limited availability of biofortified variety. Our ICR focus is nowadays to biofortified variety. But in the true sense, real sense, still we are not having a good quality trait into the linseed especially. Post-harvest processing is the problem because nowadays the linseed can be easily raw. So that we are laddu and other processing product are there. But bitterness, how we can improve its bitterness? Only if you are adding the jaggeries and other sweetening material, then it becomes good. But there must be certain processing. Iron extraction, recovery of the iron is also not good. 30 to 40%, 25% iron remain in the cake and all these things. So this area has to be seen. Seed replacement rate is also very low in the seed and set of both the crops. So definitely a lot of things has been spoken for the filling this gap by the BDG and ADG, but definitely I would like to add some of the points, re-emphasize the BD program. I'm happy to see that some of the centers doing the good, making good process like after Matthew's presentation I have seen, but still we need to emphasize more on the breeding program and identification of the parents because more than I was discussing with him when I was in NBPGR, more than 600 germplasm, 6,000 germplasm of linseed, the exact number I was not knowing. Discussed with Dr. Market, more than 6,000 germplasm of linseed has been characterized and screened. So this data has to, some center has to analyze the data. What kind of information has been generated for this characterization? I'm happy that Dr. Mathur has told that the core has been prepared. So definitely relook this core different way because this core setting is depends on the who is making it. Whether it is focused on the air quality, focused on the what I would like to say that all possible traits which are required to be incorporated in the linseed has to be focused for the designing the core and this core further characterized very critically because you have to use the donor from these cores either the conventional breeding or advanced breeding, Jivas and why not the ICR is planning to take the genome editing in the linseed because the quality of oil content by the he has told that it's very difficult 20 years take to enhance the 1% or 2% oil. So why not this genome editing has to be used in this area if you know the biosynthetic pathway by which the iron has to be synthesized in the plants, why not this has to be altered and make the within 2 years, 3 years or 4 years. Because attempt has to be made. Why for the genome editing we are going for the crops where we have the options available for the enhancement of yield and quality with other breeding approaches. So such kind of the challenging problems we have to take. So definitely we have to use the crop wide relatives which have been characterized during the DBT and other platforms, DBTR, which is already there. So this functional code set has to be revisited and recharacterized because I have seen the way which was being characterized. 20,000 when the wheat was characterized and sesamum I was associated with there. So definitely this a small set of germplasm if you have in your hand, definitely 2-3 centers or area where you are looking for a specific trade, this center has to be involved and they have to be recharacterized to make it concise and real functional set here. Trade specific variety, normally both the stalwarts have spoken LG and DDG, and this quality and yield and variety we have to discuss. So definitely we have to focus on these three. Nutritional profile in ILC, we are facing problem. We have many other we limited biochemistry in this group. So some of the centers where the biochemistry is there, even in the basic science, the institutions have the chemistry division, biochemistry is there. We want to anti-nutritional profiling. That is very essential, especially in the ILC and other crops where we are targeting the iron and proteins and fatty acids and all these things. So normally nutritional profiling and this biofortification profiling is very important. This has to be done by some of the for the managements. Still there will be a lot of work has been done. Like Shah is there. I know from last 20 years we work together. So very good work has been done in safe flower. I am not aware who is working, but definitely nowadays we have to focus a lot of climate change is there going on. So climate is smart disease management options. So integrated option has to be added in other word, climate is smart. If more irrigation is there, what we have to do? If less irrigation is there, what we have to do? If seed treatment and all these things, quality seed production program seed hub is there. So definitely we have to look at seed production and quality seed production. I listed most of them in ICR. So definitely we have to focus on quality seed production rather than the seed production meeting the government requirement. This thousands ton we have to produce. Expansion of crop in each area. Rice fallow is the pulse. Your competitor is as a weed. What Dr. Gupta has told. The real weed, you don't have competition with the real weed, but the other crops which insects to be considered as a weed. So definitely pulses you have the rice fallow is the 2 to 3 million hectare area in the country where pulses and ILC both are competed. So you have to have a very strong crop production and production technology. We are talking from last 10 years rice fallow, but I'm sure that we don't have the whole package of practices starting from the seed, particular specific varieties suitable for the rice fallow, because the rice fallow sometimes it will be long duration, sometimes short duration. So more moisture, less moisture, depending on the weather. So we need a total package of practices for that particular area, northeast and western Bengal, where we are targeted. And if we don't have the good agriculture practice for rice fallow, we will talk. We are talking and we will continue to talk. Post harvest management and valuation. The linseed specifically is very important. This PPP, private public partnership, the linseed, because this iron has, this is the value. So how this can be certain area now, and to the previous DG of ICR, then private partnership, this has been opened. So why not one good program has to make the enhancement of the quality of the air with the private partners. Such work along with the technology transfer and all these things. Database, we don't have in ICR. By working in ADG, I emphasize most of the time, but I'm not, I couldn't succeed over there. But definitely, database is required for all the top PCs institutes, though where the PC cell is there, they must have a dynamic database, not say Excel file and keep it there. Dynamic database where the maybe now scenario has been changed, if some surveillance, somebody is going in the field to get the data, it will come to the PC and all those who are users, they can log in and see this. Similarly, why not for the plant height, number of flower, everything you are counting, why you are making pencil and then writing, then analyzing, then manipulating, go in the field when you are taking the data, it will go checking in the server. Nothing can be changed later. So this dynamic database system has to be created. Because when I was ADE, several every year the parliament question that Gupta is knowing how much loss of pest and disease. We don't have any data. This program also up to 100%. That means in this particular area no crop is there. So exactly for the survey and surveillance, we have assessment of the losses. There are standards, international ICMP standards that Prasad is knowing. So we have to follow that standards. So in one of the crop and performance system across the country, I did it. The disease incidence was not more than 14%, 1/4. And every year in the activities reported somewhere 100%, 70%, 80%. Sometimes we are selective site, we are visiting there and taking the observations. So another data which is not authentic and true representative of that particular block area of state statistics we have to see. And I am congratulating to all of you for doing the good work and getting the certificates, but still I would like to suggest maybe you don't like my suggestion, being a scientist, I would like to suggest at the institute level make a committee to screen which has to be given certificate which technology not given. In ICR, when I started, I made a guidelines first time in plant production, which was followed by the every sections. Suppose in active you have done 2 years management trial, chemical evaluation, and the annual report will not consider for evidence for your technology unless you will not publish it 7 or 6.5 beside by the university is a partner where the publication rate is very low. This has to be validated in larger area and then adopted by the farmers. Because definition of technology has to be qualified. We make slightly liberal, those who have published we can give to them. So because normally by I assured you, I 100% more than 40% experimental methodology I have seen is wrong. Everybody has to admit this. Today I have seen 10 gram trichoderma people, never in the world 10 gram. Why 10 gram? One of the pesticide 0.25% display, never. Any for sucking insect pest, maybe what happened, I am not saying that this has been done wrongly. Why I am saying, when the company is coming, they have their product to make the popularization, they are giving the 3 doses, 0.1%, 0.25, one lower and one higher. So definitely higher will be better, but it should not be recommendation because this we have generated this data for some other persons. Like if you have the 500 paracetamol is good for the fever, why will you take 6,000? So this why I am saying this institute level there should be a committee to screen out which has to be considered as a technology so that the person can also, otherwise what happens in ICR also we are distributing maybe after 5 years maybe the 6,000, 7,000 technology and for giving the farming we don't have one. So I am not scaling this, but simply some bar has to be put to screen out to promote those who are doing the good work. we excel them. So what happens, the reverse impact of this will be, these decisions will become what reverse? When the technical program will be discussed, it will thoroughly discussed and make a good technical program. Otherwise, what happens, in actually when technical program is being discussed, most of the people are visit here and there and सोचते हैं कि एडीजी साहब तो बना देंगे, डायरेक्टर बना देगा, पीसी बना देगा, हमें मिल जाएगा, हम कर देंगे. So so these are some of the points I want to raise. Don't discard what I have told. But typically, this our being a teacher, our time objective has to be reduce chemically the things, and you all are doing wonderful work. I have seen the Dr. Mathu's presentation from my own side, the university side. Once again, I am welcoming you all and congratulating for the doing good work and Dr. Mathu's leadership. I know he is one of the finest and good administrator as a human being. Overall, he is good human being. So definitely you can harness his wisdom and his capability and his scientific accumulations. So thank you for giving me opportunity. Also, thanks for giving the chance to be able to have a council to have this program. Maybe our guest house facility and all are not very good and up to the mark, but definitely whatever the or whatever the drawback and deficits coming to organizing to this program, I will move this all things. And again, I am giving the thankfulness to the all my team members who are involved in organizing this program. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir, for your words of inspiration. We are here in the inaugural session and it is about the end. The dignitaries of the dais have taken out their precious time and have been with us all the time. And this is the time to honor them. So now may I request the Honorable Vice Chancellor that we have two guests who have taken out their time and are with us today. We have ADG Oilseeds and Pulses from ICAR New Delhi, Dr. Sanjeev Gupta ji. May I request the Honorable Vice Chancellor, Birsa Agricultural University, Dr. S.C. Dubey Sahab, to please honor him, felicitate him by presenting a memento as well as a shawl as an honor. माननीय कुलपति बिरसा कृषि विश्वविद्यालय डॉक्टर एस सी दुबे साहब से अनुरोध है कि आज के इस अवसर पर हमारे बीच अतिथि के रूप में मौजूद एडीजी ऑयल साइंस एंड पल्सेस आईसीआर नई दिल्ली से डॉक्टर संजीव गुप्ता जी उपस्थित हैं. शॉल उड़ाकर उन्हें सम्मानित करें और स्मृति चिन्ह भेंट करें. पुनः आपसे निवेदन होगा कि इस अवसर पर डायरेक्टर आईसीएआर आईआईओआर हैदराबाद से डॉक्टर आर के माथुर साहब हमारे बीच उपस्थित शॉल उड़ाकर उन्हें सम्मानित करें और सप्रेम भेंट उन्हें प्रदान करें जो बिरसा कृषि विश्वविद्यालय की याद उन्हें हमेशा दिलाता रहेगा. थैंक यू वेरी मच सर. This session was chaired by the Honorable Vice Chancellor Birsa Agricultural University. Now may I request Director Research Dr. P.K. Singh Sahab to please honor the Honorable Vice Chancellor Dr. S.C. Dubey Sahab as the chairman of this session by presenting a shawl. In his inspiration and his guidelines, this program has been organized. This is the honor from the Birsa Agricultural University. And this is the memento to you, sir, for your kind consideration and help all the time people meet here. Thank you so much for being there as a guardian. May I request Director Research Dr. P.K. Singh to please present Principal Scientist and PI Equivalence at ICA and IIO and Hyderabad, Dr. A. Ratna Kumar, by presenting a memento and presenting a shawl to him. Honoring him by a shawl and presenting a memento which will remind him of this annual Rabi Oilseeds Group meet. May I request him again to present a memento and a shawl to Dr. T. Bhupati, Principal Scientist ICAR from IIO and Hyderabad, to present a memento and a shawl to him, honor him. Thank you very much to the dignitaries. We all know that we have to move further. We are here for technical discussions and we are already late. But past is in our head and future is in our hand, so we can move ahead. And for proposing a vote of thanks, may I request the Chairman, Genetics and Plant Breeding, Birsa Agricultural University, Dr. Mani Gopal Chakravarti.
good afternoon. Respected Dr. B.K. Jadhav sir, who is associated with us online, Deputy Director General ICR New Delhi, and Chief Guest of today's program, and Dr. A.C. Dubey sir, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Agriculture University, Ranchi, and Chairman of the program, Dr. Sanjeev Gupta, Regional Director General Oilseeds and Pulses, ICR New Delhi, and guest of honor, then distinguished expert, Dr. S.R. Bhatt, retired professor, ICR National Institute of Plant Biotechnology, New Delhi, and Dr. B.M. Hegley, former Director, ICR IOR Hyderabad, and Dr. R.K. Mathur, Director, ICR IOR Hyderabad, and two conveners, Dr. A.L. Ratnakumar, PI Principal ICR IOR, and Dr. P. Bhupati, Principal Scientist ICR IOR, retired professor from BAU, Dr. A. Oedu, Dr. Sohan Ram, Dr. H.D. Ram, and others, and honored guests from other institutes, Dr. Sujay Rakshit, Director ICR IIAB in absentia, yes, he is left, Dr. Vishal Nath, Dr. N.K. Mandal, and Dr. Abhijit Kaur, Dr. A.K. Singh, and Dr. B.C. Chaudhary, and our other distinguished participants, esteemed colleagues, and members from press and media, and ladies and gentlemen. It is with immense gratitude and profound respect that I convey the vote of thanks on behalf of organizing committee, participants, and all associated with the annual Rabi Oilseeds Group Meet 2025, jointly organized by Agriculture University, Ranchi, and ICR Indian Institute of Oilseed Research, Hyderabad. First and foremost, heartfelt thanks are extended to Dr. B.K. Jadhav, whose invaluable insights and inspiring address have enriched this inaugural session and motivated all participants present to pursue the highest standards in oilseed research and development. The visionary leadership and encouragement provided have set a promising direction for our deliberations. Special appreciation is owed to Honorable Vice Chancellor Dr. A.C. Dubey, who has exceptional guidance, gracious chairmanship, and continued support of agriculture advancement and tireless involvement during last 1 month for making the event most successful. The distinguished remarks delivered by him have inspired both the faculty and delegates. Sincere thanks are also due to Dr. Sanjeev Gupta sir for his meaningful contributions as guest of honor, which elevating the value and depth of today's session and reinforcing our collective mission in crop science. A very special acknowledgement goes to deans, directors, and professors of this agriculture university and guests from local institutes and the guests from other who has their esteemed presence and encouragement and outstanding coordination have been fundamental to the successful conduct of this event. Their continuing commitment to fostering the academic excellence and collaborative research is deeply appreciated. Gratitude also extended to the conveners Dr. A.L. Ratnakumar and Dr. A.P. Bhupati and entire organizing team from ICAR, IEI, and Big Agriculture University for their meticulous planning and seamless execution of arrangements for this important session. Our thanks are further due to Dr. P.K. Singh, Director Research BAU, for the warm welcome, and also to Dr. R.K. Mathur, Director IIOR Hyderabad, for illuminating overview on active oilseeds achievements, and also the dignitaries who participated in the release of publications and award of certificates recognizing the landmark contributions in safflower and linseed research. A special word of appreciation goes to the members of press and media present here today. Your effective coverage is crucial in disseminating the outcomes and broader significance in this meet to the greater community, and your continued support ensuring the positive and widespread coverage is earnestly solicited. To every delegates, researchers, scientists, and experts whose dedication and active involvement is on the backbone of this group meet, and sincere gratitude is expressed to all of them. Further, to the technical and supporting staffs whose behind the scenes effort have been ensured the smooth functioning or running of the event. Heartfelt thanks are also offered to them. Special thanks to Mrs. Shashi Singh for her excellent and brilliant entering throughout the session, which makes the program more lively and dynamic. Lastly, this vote of thanks extend to all other dignitaries, attendees, and contributors whose name may not have been specifically cited, but whose valuable contribution has been integral to the success of this inaugural session. Each contribution is acknowledged and appreciated. With continued cooperation, goodwill, and collaborative spirit, may this meet inspire future innovations benefiting the farming community and advancing the frontiers of agricultural science. At the end, I want to convey as a part of organizing committee that we tried our level best with the limited facilities for your comfortable and pleasant stay. If then also if there is some return, please bear with us and go with good things at home, back home. And thanking you all for attention and participation. Jai Hind, Jai Jharkhand.
Thank you for the inaugural session only. We are further moving towards the technical session, and for that you need to energize yourself, and that will we have a short tea break. After Garma Garam Chai, you can come back in the auditorium and then Chintan, Manthan or Charcha, Paricharcha kar sakte hain. Lekin before that, we all will have to stand for national anthem in this inaugural session. May I request all of you to please stand up.
जनगणमन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगल दायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
भारत माता की भारत माता की भारत माता की. So we'll again gather after 20 minutes. I request all of the participants to please come back in the auditorium for the technical session. Thank you. At 12:30, we'll all gather back in the auditorium for the technical sessions. So my tea is waiting outside for you. Thank you so much.
नहीं अरे बहुत भीड़ होगा